Did you feel it? Not the simple shake of an earthquake or the roar of a jet breaking the sound barrier, but something far deeper, something that seemed to hit you in your chest long before you even heard it. Picture this: 5 subwoofers going off at once, shaking the very air around you. That's the kind of force I'm talking about, and for a moment, I thought it was over. I thought the Cascadia fault had finally let go, splitting the ground open and triggering chaos. My heart was racing, and I ran outside expecting to witness the earth splitting beneath me. But when I stepped out, the ground was calm. The house was still standing. Everything was still except the sky. The sky was doing something I couldn't understand. For the past few weeks, I had been hearing whispers of strange things happening in the atmosphere. Explosions in the sky, bright streaks of light, fireballs that seemed to fall out of nowhere. And this wasn't just happening in one place. This wasn't a single isolated event. No, this was global. Canada, Texas, Ohio, California, Germany, Turkey, the Netherlands, everywhere. That's when my phone started buzzing non-stop. News alerts, messages from friends and neighbors. People were reporting the same thing. Fireballs spotted over the city, fragments found, sonic boom recorded, and I thought, what is going on? Could it be a meteor shower? Maybe. But this was different. This wasn't like anything I've ever seen, heard, or felt before. You see, when you experience something like this, it's not just the visuals that grab your attention. It's the energy in the air, the way the vibrations shake you to your core, making your heart race. It wasn't like the sound of a jet breaking the sound barrier. It was deeper, almost primal, like something that hit at the very frequency of our existence, something that wasn't just a one-time event, but a pattern unfolding. And for the first time, I realized that maybe what we were seeing, hearing, and feeling was just the beginning of something much, much bigger. This wasn't just some random space junk falling to Earth. It wasn't your typical meteor shower. No, this was different. It was a warning, or at the very least, a message. Something was coming, and it wasn't from our solar system, it was from beyond. And that's when I heard about 3I Atlas. It wasn't just a name, it was a visitor, a cosmic traveler, an interstellar object that had entered our solar system, carrying with it the mystery of another world. It was shedding material, pieces of itself, as it traveled through space. And Earth had just passed through its path. At that moment, I felt it. Whatever was happening, it was far bigger than any of us realized. The fireballs, the explosions, the sonic booms, they weren't random, they weren't just the usual cosmic events, they were a sign, a warning. Something important was unfolding above us. But what is 3I Atlas, really? Where did it come from? Why is it so active? And more importantly, what is it shedding? Why is it sending fragments hurtling toward Earth? These questions, and so many more, need answers. And as scientists scramble to understand this object, I can't help but feel like we're witnessing the dawn of a new chapter in human history, a chapter where we may finally begin to understand our place in the cosmos. Now that we've established that something unusual is happening in our skies, it's time to delve deeper into the source of this mystery. It's not just space junk, not just a stray meteor from a distant corner of our solar system. What we're witnessing, what we've been feeling in the pit of our stomachs, is far more extraordinary, and it's all connected to one object, 3I Atlas. This is no ordinary asteroid or comet. 3I Atlas is not from our solar system. It came from another star system, traveling across the vast expanse of interstellar space. It is a rogue object, unbound to the gravitational pull of the sun, moving freely through the galaxy. It's the kind of object that defies our expectations, one that doesn't fit the usual patterns of space objects that we've studied in the past. But let's step back for a moment. Why is this object so important? Well, for starters, it's active. It's not just floating through space, tumbling aimlessly. 3I Atlas is shedding material gas, dust, and even larger fragments into space. And that's where we begin to see the real significance that Earth didn't just pass by this object. We crossed its path. We crossed through its debris trail. What does that mean? It means that this material, this debris, could be falling to Earth right now. Not tomorrow, not next year, but right now. The fireballs, the explosions, the fragments crashing down in different regions of the world, they could very well be pieces of 3I Atlas arriving from another star system. That's what we're dealing with. Cosmic material from a completely different solar system crashing through our atmosphere. And here's where things get even more intriguing. Observations have shown something unusual. A massive gas plume extending up to 348,000 kilometers, nearly the distance from Earth to the Moon. This isn't just a small dust trail or a harmless cometary tail. This is an active, dynamic object, shedding material in a way we've never seen before. So, why is 3I Atlas so different? Why are scientists so captivated by it? For one, it's the first interstellar object we've ever seen that's active, that's doing something. Its behavior is strange, unpredictable, and it's raising more questions than answers. Most objects like this simply pass through our solar system, and that's it. But 3I Atlas? It's different. It's releasing material into space, and Earth has passed directly through its debris field. Avi Loeb, the Harvard professor leading the investigation into this object, is the one asking the hard questions. He's running the numbers, analyzing the data, and doing the math to figure out what's really going on. And his hypothesis isn't just some wild guess. It's grounded in hard science. He's asking whether the meteors, the fireballs we are seeing in the sky, could be fragments of 3I Atlas. And if so, what does that mean for us? Let's dig deeper into the science behind 3I Atlas and the mysterious fireballs lighting up our skies. The question we need to answer is, if 3I Atlas is shedding material into space, how does that translate into the fireballs we are seeing? Is there a scientific explanation for why these fragments are suddenly reaching Earth? And if so, how many are out there? Harvard professor Avi Loeb, who has been tirelessly investigating the object, points to something very important. Normally, when Earth passes through a debris field, like in a meteor shower, the debris is spread out in an orderly way. The meteors appear to come from one single point in the sky. There's a clear origin, a radiant. But that's not what we're seeing with 3I Atlas. What we're witnessing are scattered fireballs that seem to come from different directions, from various points across the sky. It's chaotic. It's a cloud of debris, not a neat, predictable stream. So why is this happening? According to Loeb's calculations, if these fragments were released only a few months ago, they would be traveling at speeds as low as 3 kilometers per second. That's nothing in the context of space. It's slow enough that the fragments could easily reach us, even if they were released recently. And if they were released a year ago, they would only need to be traveling at speeds as low as 170 meters per second, roughly the speed of a car on a highway. That's easily achievable, and it means that the material from 3I Atlas is likely to be falling toward Earth right now. Avi estimates that up to 34,000 fragments, yes, you read that, right up to 34,000 pieces could enter our atmosphere. Not just one or two, but thousands. And they wouldn't all fall on the same night. No, they'd spread out over days, maybe even weeks. Each fragment would crash to Earth at different times, in different locations, across the entire planet. It's happening right now, and it could continue for days, weeks, or even months. So, What does that mean for us? It means that what we are seeing, hearing, and feeling in the sky might not be as random as we've been led to believe. Every fireball, every explosion, every sonic boom, it could be a piece of material from 3I Atlas, a fragment from another star system falling through the sky and crashing into Earth. This isn't something that happens every day. This is an event of cosmic significance, and we are in the middle of it. Of course, there are skeptics. There are always skeptics. And in this case, some are quick to offer up the safe explanation. This is just random space junk, just a little uptick in meteor activity. Nothing to worry about. After all, we've had doorbell cameras for years. We've had smartphones for even longer. So why is it that we're only noticing these events now? Why are we seeing fireballs at this very moment with such intensity and frequency? Why this specific pattern of explosions, fragments, and sonic booms? Let's think about this for a second. The skeptic's explanation simply doesn't add up. If this were just random background activity, why haven't we seen it before? Why are these fireballs so clustered together in both time and space? Why is this happening right now, at the same time that an interstellar object, 3I Atlas, is passing through our solar system? The timing here is too perfect, too coincidental to be ignored. The fireballs, the explosions, the fragments falling across the world, they're happening at the same time. 3I Atlas is releasing material into space. Could it be just a coincidence? Maybe, but it seems highly unlikely. And that's where Avi Loeb's hypothesis comes in. He's not claiming that the connection is confirmed, at least, not yet. But what he's doing is showing us that it is physically possible. He's running the numbers. He's looking at the data. And based on that data, it's entirely plausible that the fireballs and fragments we're seeing in the sky right now are connected to 3I Atlas. The key question now is, can we prove it? How do we confirm whether these fireballs are fragments of an interstellar object or just random meteors that happen to be passing through at the same time? The answer lies in the trajectories. If these fragments are just random space junk, their paths will be all over the place. They'll come from different directions with no clear origin. But if they're fragments of 3I Atlas, their trajectories should all align with the object's path. They should come from the same general direction in space. And that's exactly what scientists are working on right now, tracking the trajectories, comparing the paths of the fireballs to the incoming trajectory of 3I Atlas. If they match, we'll have our answer. This will no longer be a coincidence. This will be the first confirmed instance of material from another star system entering Earth's atmosphere. While scientists race to gather more data and track the trajectories, there's something else. We need to address the strange behaviors that some have started to notice in these fireballs. Videos have been circulating showing these objects doing something unusual. Some of them appear to change direction mid-flight, making sudden, sharp maneuvers that we typically wouldn't expect from simple space debris. Could it be? Could 3I Atlas have released probes that are now heading toward Earth? Let me clarify, we have no concrete evidence to back up this theory just yet. It's speculative at best. But the fact that this question is even being asked reveals just how mysterious 3I Atlas is. It's not just another asteroid or comet. It's active. It's releasing material. It's doing things that don't fit the patterns we've seen before. And that's not all. 3I Atlas is only the third interstellar object to be discovered in recorded history. The first two, Oumuamua and 2I Borisov, were intriguing in their own right. But 3I Atlas is different. It's active. It's shedding material. It's behaving in ways that don't fit any of our prior models. It has anomalies that challenge our understanding of how objects behave in space. Here's the really mind-bending part. If the fragments we're seeing in the sky are actually pieces of 3I Atlas, that means we're dealing with material that was born around another star in another solar system, completely foreign to our own. That's not science fiction, that's real. This is an unprecedented event. The implications are huge. For the first time in history, we might be holding in our hands not just pieces of rock from our own solar system, but physical fragments from another star system. Think about that. We've spent decades sending probes to distant asteroids, landing on comets and collecting samples from Mars. We've spent billions trying to reach the nearest stars. But what if, just what if, a star system came to us, and now here we are, fireballs streaking across the sky, sonic booms shaking the earth, fragments crashing through roofs, and an active interstellar object, 3I Atlas, passing silently toward Jupiter, shedding material as it goes. So, what does this all mean? Is this just a coincidence, a freak series of events, or is it something much, much bigger? The scientific community is still working through the data, but what we know for sure is that something extraordinary is happening, something that could change the way we look at space and our place in the universe forever. If these fragments are really from 3I Atlas, then we are witnessing an event that's never happened before. For the first time, we might be holding material from another star system in our hands, material that has traveled across interstellar space and arrived on Earth. It's not just a discovery, it's a cosmic milestone. But the questions don't stop there. If 3I Atlas is shedding material, what else is it doing? Is this just an asteroid, or is it something more? Is it a messenger, or a sign of something even more profound? People are already speculating. Videos are circulating. Theories are spreading. But the truth is, we don't know yet. We don't have all the answers. But we are getting closer. And here's the thing. While we wait for the data to confirm the trajectories, while we analyze every fragment, every fireball, and every piece of material that comes down from the sky, we need to keep one thing in mind. We are living through a moment in history. We are witnessing an event that will be studied for centuries to come, and it's happening right now. So, the next time you see a fireball streaking across the sky, don't just look at it, don't just marvel at the bright flash of light. Ask yourself, where did it come from? Because for the first time, the answer might be something you never expected. It might be from another star system, from another solar system entirely. Look up, look down, stay safe, be prepared, and let's find out what's really happening. This is a journey we're all on together, and I'll be here to guide you every step of the way. If you want to keep up with this investigation and be the first to know when we get answers, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment below. What do you think we're seeing in the sky? And share this video with anyone who might be wondering the same thing. Let's explore this mystery together. Stay curious, stay safe, and stay tuned.